Hello, and welcome to Introduction to Business series of lectures. My name is Nadejda Kim, and today I will explain the basic concepts related to entrepreneurship. So let us start. So in the first part, I will identify the concept of entrepreneur and also identify the characteristics that are common to successful entrepreneurs. I'll explain what are the benefits and drawbacks of entrepreneurship and the importance of it to the national economy. And finally, I'll also provide some of the aspects that are important to ensure that the business will run successfully. So there is a tremendous interest in entrepreneurship around the world. Growing number of people are realizing their dreams of owning and operating their own businesses. Globally, 1 in 8 people are actively engaged in launching a business. So the process of establishing a new venture is never easy. However, it can be incredibly financially and emotionally rewarding. So by definition, entrepreneur is the one who creates a new business facing risk and uncertainty to achieve the profit and growth. And they do it by identifying opportunities and also assembling various resources to capitalize on them. So entrepreneurial firms tend to be proactive, innovative, and also risk-taking. Entrepreneurs tend to be tenacious, high achievers who have common characteristics as follows. First of all, the most common characteristic of successful entrepreneurs is being energetic and passionate about a firm, and believing that their business will make a difference in people's lives. Entrepreneurs feel deep personal responsibility for the outcomes of the ventures they launch. In addition, especially in the early days of startups, entrepreneurs must fill in multiple roles to make their company successful. While management, marketing, and finance functions are important, none of those functions makes sense unless a business has a good product or service with the capabilities to satisfy customer needs. These are some of the other characteristics identified. So the next is resilience, which is the ability to focus highly on long-term single goal, despite the possibility of failure. Entrepreneurs typically have an abundance of confidence and also high level of optimism, which may actually explain why most of the successful entrepreneurs have failed before finally succeeding. So, effective execution of a business idea requires developing a viable business model. It requires putting together a new team, motivating and leading employees, raising money, managing finance, to establishing partnerships, and many other matters. As Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, once said, "Ideas are easy. It's execution that's hard." And finally, entrepreneurs enjoy the challenge of running a business. They're constantly trying to seek the feedback and ways to improve. So entrepreneurs enjoy the challenge of running a business. And they want to know how they're doing, and therefore they're constantly seeking feedback. So driven by the above-mentioned personal characteristics, entrepreneurs establish the small businesses to reap the following benefits. First of all, owning a business provides entrepreneurs an opportunity to achieve what is important to them and also independence. Whether it is providing low-cost housing for families in developing countries or establishing a recycling program to preserve the nature's limited resources, entrepreneurs are trying to combine economic, social, and environmental objectives. Also, businesses run by entrepreneurs tend to become instruments for self-actualization and self-expression, provide a sense of fulfillment. In addition, entrepreneurs find it rewarding to realize that they play a vital role in their local business communities and that their work has a significant impact on the national economy. So finally, most successful entrepreneurs tend to engage in the business fields which are personally interesting for them and that they enjoy working at. Owning a business has many benefits and provides many opportunities. However, anyone who is willing to enter the world of entrepreneurship should be aware of the following drawbacks. Some entrepreneurs can earn much more through their companies. However, other entrepreneurs barely earn enough to provide them with adequate income. So business failure can lead to financial ruin for an entrepreneur. And the risk of failure of small businesses is rather high. So business startups require long hours and hard work from their owners. And because launching a business requires so much time, energy, and focus, launching a business may require sacrifices from entrepreneurs in the areas such as family relationships and friendships. Entrepreneurs also make significant investments in their companies by sacrificing the security and safety of their paycheck. And therefore, the possibility of a failure creates high level of stress and anxiety. And finally, entrepreneurs often have to make decisions on issues about which they are not completely knowledgeable. So there is a strong evidence that entrepreneurship has strong significant impact on the strength and stability of economies all around the world. First of all, entrepreneurs develop new products and technologies that over time make current product and technologies obsolete. So the new products and technologies stimulate the economic growth because they are basically better than those that they replace. Also, the availability of better products and technologies increases the consumer demand. So small businesses also tend to create substantial number of jobs. And the only downside of small business jobs is that employee pay tends to be less than in the case of larger companies. And secondly, there is a positive impact on society. So new products and technologies make us more productive by making our lives easier, improving our health, and also entertaining us in new ways. Because of the limited resources, inexperienced managers, and also the instability of finance, small businesses tend to have relatively high rate of failures. Although failure may be a valuable part of entrepreneurial process, no one actually sets out to fail in business. So now let's examine some of the ways to avoid the failure and gain insight on what makes businesses successful. So first of all, it is important to know your business in depth. In other words, get the best education in your business area. Read everything related to your industry and learn what it takes to succeed in it. So establish personal contact with customers, suppliers, trade associations, and others in the same industry. So furthermore, before launching a business, an entrepreneur must define the business model. He or she has to test it with the actual or potential customers. So before launching a business, an entrepreneur must define the business model. They have to test it with actual or potential customers to verify that it can be successful. The planning process also requires entrepreneurs to ask and answer some of the most difficult and crucial questions related to target customers, market potential, cost of doing business, pricing strategies, and many other matters. A business owner must have at least basic understanding of financial statements to understand what is going on in business. Managing people effectively is another important aspect of successful businesses. Every successful business foundation is well-trained and motivated employees. And the last but not least aspect is developing a competitive advantage. For small companies, competitive advantage can take the form of convenience, customer service, speed, quality, and other aspects to attract and keep customers satisfied. So, and finally, it is also important to note that achieving success in business requires an entrepreneur to maintain the positive mental attitude and also the discipline to stick with it. So that is the end of my today's presentation. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.